Conference Championship Series. Tonight's final score after an empty net goal, 6-3 in favor of the Sarnia Sting, and the series now tied at 2. Joined by London Knights head coach Dale Hunter, along with co-captain Sean McGurn, and coach, another early deficit from your team, but managed to fight back and even lead 3-2 at one point. But from there, things didn't go your way. Maybe just give us your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, we battled back. We're down 2-0. We came back, and the kids kept working hard and took the lead, and they scored a couple quick ones late in the second there, and that was the difference in the game.
Sean, what were your thoughts on your team's effort tonight? Obviously some momentum swings in that one, but ultimately coming out in favor of the home side.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we didn't start on time tonight, but we found a way to battle back, and we got to stay consistent and play a full 60 to help us win.
We'll open things up here, guys.
Coach, going back home now for Game 5, what adjustments do you have to make?
Well, definitely, you're on your own ice. It makes a big advantage, and our fans are good, just like here. Sarnia fans are good, so just go out and play a disciplined game and go play hockey.
And what was the explanation as far as the disallowed goal late in the second period when it was 5-3? It was in the final minute of the period. What did they tell you?
Yeah, I just said that contact with the goalie.
And Sean, from your perspective, again, going back home, I mean, that's obviously a big advantage for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to go back home. I think we love playing in front of our fans. They give us a lot of energy, so we're excited for Friday.
Sean, Ryan was out here last night. He mentioned, the guys didn't get off to a good start, obviously. It had to get fixed tonight. And you just mentioned, happened again. How does that happen when it's the one thing you have to fix?
Yeah, I mean, two bad starts in a row. We got to find a way to be ready, and I think we'll definitely talk about that tomorrow and regroup on Friday.
And Dale, how do you find Zach is handling his first taste of the playoffs?
Oh, he's a battler. That's one thing about Zach. He's been battling all year. He's played well all year for us. He's got a great record, and he'll keep battling.
And I guess the last couple of years, you throw in the exhibition games, these teams have probably seen each other about 24 times. I mean, what can you do differently against them, or is it just a matter of getting back to your own game?
No, like every year it changes. So you change we added players in January. They added players, so everything changes every year. So it's a different team, different after half a season. It's different. So everybody just goes out and plays the game as well as they can.
Go ahead, Ray.
Sean, this one's for you. Obviously, as an OA in this league, and you guys have a young team with a lot of young guys. What will be some of the advice that you'll have for a lot of the young guys coming into Friday's game?
Just stay calm. I mean, it's a playoff series, and we've been here before, so just be ready to go and give it our all on Friday.
Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with the Sarnia Sting. Welcome back to continued post-game coverage of Game 4 of the Western Conference Championship Series. Joined now by Sarnia Sting head coach Alan Letang, along with forward Nolan Burke, and coach, a brand new series, 2-2. Get ahead, get behind, but your team persevered tonight.
Yeah, we faced that little bit of adversity there. I thought our start was excellent again. Our guys were ready, crowd was ready. A little bit of a lull, a little bit. We got ourselves away from the game a little bit, and obviously they capitalized. And that's the way all these games have been going, right? As soon as one team makes a mistake, someone jumps on it, and it's a scoring chance or potentially in your back of your net. But I love what we were saying in the room. Even when I wasn't in there, the guys were talking, saying all the right things. I knew there was that little bit of, confidence that they were still in it and they were still feeling it, which was good. And then they came out and backed it up.
Nolan, first start tonight, 2 goals and an assist. And think back to coming into Game 3, you're trailing 2-0 in the series. Does it feel good to know that you guys accomplished your goal of winning both games on home ice?
Yeah, I think the next day after we kind of lost and went down 2-0, we kind of just had a little meeting amongst ourselves, and we just kind of talked about, they won 2 at home, now it's our time to win at home. You're not in trouble till you lose at home, and we came out hard both games. We had a great start, and, we just found a way to kind of close it out home in front of our crowd, and, yeah, it's a brand new series now, best of 3, and, yeah, we're pumped.
Barry?
And, Coach, I guess the adage is a series never really starts until the home team loses. Well, the home team hasn't lost yet. So what's the message now going to London on Friday night?
Yeah, we get to go in and get another crack in there, right? We played well in there in the regular season, and we had our moments before. They're going to answer. They're going to, like we said, they're going to make you play a perfect game almost. They're going to make us play a perfect series. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming, and we're going to keep answering and keep coming too. And I thought we've got to go in with that same mindset, right? The crowd is just white noise for us, and we're going in determined to, play our game. And I thought even tonight we got to flashes of it really good, where we were, we started to move pucks. We made a couple real nice seam passes for goals, and that's been us all year. And we've got to stick with it and stick to our identity.
And Nolan, your power play goal there in the second period after they come back to take the lead at 3-2. You guys scored twice in the power play and were 2 for 4. But, I mean, you had some really good looks even on the power play opportunities that you didn't succeed on. What are your thoughts on the power play right now and how it's coming together?
Yeah, I think, that's one of the biggest difference from the first 2 games is, we're moving the puck really well right now. We're finding empty spots there, and we're putting in our chances. We had we could have scored probably 2 or 3 more on the power play night. It's clicking really well right now, and for us to, win this next best 2 out of 3 here, our power play is going to be huge for us.
And I was looking at the goal that Easton Wainwright scored. Coming out of the penalty box, he kind of got turned around. He could have easily sort of given up on that play, but he didn't. It was tenacious. Went down the right side, kind of scored as he was falling on his butt. I mean, is that kind of that's kind of a microcosm of what this team's been about all season long?
Yeah, exactly. Wayner's one of our hottest players every night, hardest workers. He's always skating, he's always moving his feet. He got rewarded tonight, and I think that's one of the biggest differences again from the first 2 games. Is all of us were moving our feet a lot better, we're supporting each other a lot better, and our forecheck's been a lot better. So
And with that, the secondary scoring, Coach, tonight you had Limpar Lance, you had Wainwright. The other night you had Limpar Lance and Sikic with a couple of assists, and Cooper Way had an assist tonight. I mean, that's the key to playoff success, right? Is that everybody contributes?
100%, right? We talk about no passengers on the bus. Everyone's in the front seat driving, and that's what happens. You get down to the final 4, and it's 4 good teams slugging it out back and forth, and it's a 7-game series is a series of attrition, and you need secondary scoring. You need that depth in your lineup to play. Like, no one gets here without depth, without secondary scoring. Our top guys are gonna run the ship and run everything, but the secondary guys have to contribute as much, for sure.
I guess, Coach, again, in terms of that, those secondary guys, I don't know where you'd consider Marcus in that group, but making that line change a couple games ago, why that particular change?
I think it was just a couple things. We'd gone back to it a few times through the regular season. It was successful early on with Nolan and Voiter there, and Marcus doesn't say too much. He's just, whatever I ask him to do, he'll do, and we've got a lot of guys like that. If I asked him to play D for a game, he probably would, and it's just, he goes out about his business. He's quiet, but he's heavy around pucks, and I think it just, we got it home, and we needed just a little bit of a shake-up just to kind of refocus guys, and we went back to what was comfortable for us. I didn't want to juggle everything because there was no panic from our room. Down 0-2, there was no panic. We knew what we had to do at home, and we did it, but there was no doubt, no secondary panic at all.
And I mean, Nolan, that no panic, where does that come from in the guys?
Yeah, I think it starts with a leadership group, and we just try to relay the message as best as we can to get everyone else on board. And they listen. And these last 2 games, especially with the home crowd, it's been unbelievable. And it's been good.
Alan had said, the guys were saying the right things in the room even when he wasn't there. What were the things that you were saying?
Yeah, I think we realized after the first 2 games that wasn't good enough. I don't think we were skating hard. Our forecheck wasn't hard. We weren't giving our defense any support back there. They were going at our D hard in the neutral zone, and we were just kind of sitting back, gliding. And I think now we've just been much better overall as a team. We've been supporting each other way better. We've been just kind of skating harder. And when we're skating hard and we're clicking like that, we're making those seam passes, we're a tough team to beat.
Nolan, one last follow-up for you. You've been around here for a while. How cool is it to see some of the alumni coming back? We just saw them coming through the room here. We're waiting for you guys with Franco Spovero and Jordan Cairo and Nolan Dugursi, and I'm missing some guys, I'm sure. But how cool is that for you guys to get that support?
Yeah, it's super cool. I know Jordan had a great team as well. Guys, he was here last year. Goose was here last year. Spro had a couple great moments for this team, and them coming to support us, it kind of just shows that they kind of didn't have this crack at it that we have, and we realized that they would kind of give anything to be in our spot. So we're gonna keep playing for them as well, and just keep using their advice.
Thank you.
Series all tied up at 2, and Game 5 Friday night in London.